Hello, everyone. Welcome to Club Live here on Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. I am even live on YouTube tonight. So if you could like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff, that would be absolutely magic. So yeah, just me on my own again tonight. I'm not going to be on for massively long. It won't be the hour as usual because you've heard enough of me over the past week or so. But the boys are very much on their way back from their holiday, and Jamie's got a pre-arranged Christmas shopping spree, I think. So yeah, that was just me for tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in already. I can see all the usuals, all the people in the chat coming into it, and yeah, I hope we're all still riding on a high as much as I am. It's been a kind of eventful day when you're walking about with a grin on your face pretty much all day. Living off last night, and yeah, very good result. A brilliant night for us, brilliant night for the team, and something that we can really hope can be a catalyst to go on and really kick us on, especially going into Sunday. So yes, hello chat. Be patient with me tonight. As I say, it's hard to do more things than once. More things than once. More than one thing at once. Is that right? Yeah. So yeah, hello Justin. Good to see you. Hello Andrew. Good to see you. Hello everybody. I say I can see you all always coming in, so I will do my best to get to you. If you've got questions and stuff, I'll stay on as long as as I can. So just get them filed in. But I promised an announcement, and I didn't really know when to do it. But I'm extremely nervous about this. But I'm absolutely delighted to be able to announce to use that for the first time ever. Club at 22 will be very much doing a live show. So Club at 22 will be live at the Loudon Tavern in Glasgow. Well, the one just across from the underground. Yes, and we will be I am delighted to say that we'll be joined by Stevie Clifford from Four Lads Had a Dream. Will be guest speaking at it. It will be Friday the 19th of January. 2024, so just over a month away, from about 7:30 to about 10. I think the doors will be about 7, if not 6:30, but I will confirm that in due course when all the things are kind of ironed out. But for sure, it's happening. Yes, it is absolutely happening. The tickets will be £7 plus £1 postage and packaging, and yeah, will be a kind of live podcast, I suppose. We'll also be running a raffle as well. If you wish to join the raffle, please do bring cash if you're coming along, because it will be cash. It'll be cash to enter the raffle, but there will be some cracking prizes. I'll try and confirm them before the night, so you know exactly what you could be in a chance of winning. But there definitely will be a Manscaped pack. So for all yous that haven't bought one yet, there will definitely be a Manscaped pack of some form that you'll be able to win. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We'll also have a bit with Stevie as well, who's very, very kindly going to join us on the night. And yeah, we're extremely excited about this. The last time we tried to do it was during COVID. The COVID restrictions came back in, and it kind of left us stumped. There was more restrictions, and it wasn't really going to be possible to do it. And yeah, the Loudon have very, very, very graciously took us into their hospitality, and we are very much looking forward to doing a live show from there, our very first one. So it'll be me and the lads and Stevie from Four Lads on the Friday the 19th of January 2024. Very much looking forward to it. If you would like to buy a ticket, and I make an apology now for all of you that are channel members, all the coffee buying legends. If I had had more time about announcing this, you very much would have got pre-sale. So I do apologise that it's not. I'm very cautious that it's only just over a month away. We are in Christmas time, and I'm terrified nobody will come. So yeah, it's on general sale as of right now. The link for the tickets is in the description for this podcast. So if you just go into the link, you'll see it. It says tickets for live at the Loudon. Click on that. Order your tickets, as many as you would like, and I hope to see as many of you there as possible. It would be excellent, and we're really hoping to put on a show for everyone. It's a very exciting moment for the pod, and a real sign of the support that you have shown us, I suppose, as well, of where we've got to, the size that we've got to, the fact that we feel capable of being able to put something like this on. So I'm absolutely delighted to announce it. I hope to see, as I say, as many of you there as possible. There is only 200 tickets, leaving less now, because just before I came on, somebody's been eagle-eyed and seen the link and already bought tickets. So there's only 200 tickets, so if you do want to come, don't hang about, and yeah, come and see all of us. Come see all of us. Listen to our nonsense. Share a beer with us, because we will very much be having a couple of beers and try to enjoy ourselves as much as possible. And I really do hope that that as many of you as possible can make it. It would be really good to see you all. So yes, maybe not too much of a shock considering the not very subtle social media posting that I'd put out, but yeah, it's a real cracking moment for the podcast. Generally, I'm absolutely delighted to be able to announce it to you all, and yeah, and for Stevie as well to be joining us. Very, very nice, very graciously of him. He agreed, and he didn't just agree; he absolutely kind of jumped at the chance. He was delighted to be involved in it. So, really happy, really happy, really happy to do that. So Snaky Bear. Any chance you can do an online raffle as well as part of raffle on the night? Probably not, mate. I'm not going to lie. I don't like to make false promises about something up it will be. Obviously, the show won't be streamed live or anything like that. We won't be obviously doing a live podcast on the Friday night, because we will be very much live on a stage of sorts, I suppose, in the Loudon. So, no, there won't be obviously a podcast that night, but I don't think there'll be a chance to do two prizes. If anybody has some cracking prizes that they want to raffle off, by all means, get in touch with me. I'll very much take them off your hands. But yeah, it's going to be a real moment for the pod, a real exciting period for the pod that we're going to enter into. And I always promised you we're going to try and take a next step, and this is very much the start of it. The support we have and the support we have from all yous, and the real community that we have, and it's fantastic. Generally, it's fantastic, and it blows my mind. I never thought when I ever first started this podcast we would be at where we are right now. At the fact that I'm thinking that I'm brave enough to put 200 tickets on sale for people to come and watch us clowns, but it's a really exciting time, and it's something that we've spoke about amongst us for a long time about doing it. And initially, as I say, we looked like we were going to do the Viceroy. Unfortunately, we can't do that now for various reasons, but we unfortunately we can't do that now. So the Loudon seemed like the next logical choice. And I know obviously I've been to Heart and Hand nights and that there, and I know that it works quite well, and it's genuinely a brilliant night. So hopefully there's going to be as many of you there as possible, because it would lovely to put faces to names, because I know you all by name, and I know you all by your comments and stuff in the chat, and it would be brilliant if you could come along, support the podcast, because we are absolutely buzzing for it, and I genuinely cannot wait, absolutely cannot wait for it. So yeah, that's my wee spiel, but as I say, it's very nerve-wracking doing something like this, especially because I'm sitting myself. But as the time was going on as well, with the boys being away, I was like, we really need to get this going now. We really need to get it going. But yeah, it'll be going live on everywhere else. Is this a podcast or an advert? Well, it's an advert for my podcast night. Yeah, sorry about that. And it's hard to do a podcast when you're on your own. I'd ask you to try it, DC. I'll ask you to try that. But look, yeah, as I say, I'm very excited about it, and hopefully I'll see you all there. So we'll move on to Rangers things, shall we? Last night, what an experience that was. Obviously, you can tell by my reaction video, I was extremely delighted. Extremely delighted last night, even though the reaction at the start wasn't pre-planned. As soon as we kind of went live and the podcast music started to play, I got a real buzz about doing this, and a real buzz I've been able to share my raw emotions with all of you. It's what it's kind of all about, the feedback, the interaction. You get to see that I'm exactly like you are. This means more to me than pretty much anything else in the world. My family only come before Rangers. Everything else is Rangers orientated. My life revolves around it. And for Rangers to go out to Spain and do what they done last night, did what they do. Damn, I need to put my teeth in. You can tell I'm nervous tonight. To perform the way they did, to leave everything out on that pitch last night, and as Clement said, show a team that showed balls, and they absolutely did. That'd have been a perfect link into Manscaped there, but no, I'll not do that. But the team they have to deserve all the credit for it in the world. That was a tough task for that team last night, with the amount of injuries that we have, to be able to go out there, and we took a few blows, of course we did. We made some ridiculous mistakes at times, but we hung in there. And it's been a while since we've seen that grit and determination, the willingness of the team to leave everything on the pitch last night. And it very much speaks volumes for me to the manager. I can't praise Clement enough for what he done last night. I think the way he's mastered his way through last night against a very decent opponent. They're no mugs, Betis. Not lost a game at home this season. Drew with Madrid at the weekend. Some of the players you recognise straight away as soon as you see them on their team. Okay, might be past their best, but they're still quality football players. But for Clement just to navigate his way through it, just to give the players the belief that all they had to do was kind of hang in there and take the chance when it came in that second half. And it's exactly what we've done. It really is exactly what we've done. And we weathered the storm. On more than one occasion we weathered the storm. But we didn't concede. We stood strong. And we managed to get it over the line and to finish top of the group after the disaster of a group stage that we had, because it wasn't good. You've got to admit, a defeat against Aris Limassol and a draw against Aris Limassol, it's not acceptable by anybody's standards at Rangers. It's really not acceptable. We should have comfortably won that. They two ties, and we didn't. But the willingness of the team to just leave everything on the pitch last night, I can't praise them enough. It's all you ever ask for. Even when we've never had the best of players in our team and we've been struggling and we've been down in leagues and whatever else, all you wanted was just everything. Leave everything out there, and we did that. And by far, even on the radio today, when I was driving to work, it was the first thing that came on the radio and talking about Rangers finishing top of the group, and I was going, it's massive news, absolutely massive news. So a real great performance, and we're at the point where we're at. Well, the bare bones of the squad. There's people that we're asking to do jobs that they would never usually do. Sterling, for example, last night, outstanding. I mean, absolutely outstanding. For him to come into that position in that environment, 2 each going into a pretty critical 45 minutes, for him to perform the way he did last night, the boy deserves a massive pat on the back. I thought he was tremendous. He's one that just wants to be there and looks like he wants to play for the team, and that can't be underestimated. He might not be a superstar. We don't know yet. We've not seen enough of him. But for what he done last night and the way he performed in the midfield role with John Lundstrom, absolutely fantastic. I can't ask any more of someone like that to come in, but it's been on the fringes and been very much on the fringes, not even close to getting a start. And he comes in and does that. I thought he was terrific. Honestly, absolutely terrific. Him and Lundstrom in the midfield, and even Cifuentes in the first half. It looks like Cifuentes has got an injury. We don't know the full details of the injury, or if there has been a press conference, by the way, that I have not seen it. I was very busy today, trying to get all this sorted and getting back from work. But the performance of Cifuentes in the first half, I thought as well, was probably the best I've seen him in a Rangers jersey. And then you come on to Cyril Dessers. That goal is a tremendous goal by any striker's imagination. Anyone, the way that where he picks the ball up from, he turns the defender left and right. The defender takes a sit down, and he's got the composure to slide it through the keeper's legs to make it 2-1 to Rangers at that point. I was in dreamland. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Cyril Dessers has arrived at the party, and we need to hope that. We can all sit and criticise players, and we do, and I do. I was getting stick in the comments last night for pulling out Lammers. For me, I know I'm jumping about. For me, Lammers did nothing last night. He did nothing to take note of. Nothing that I think was a positive impact on that game. People are saying he put a lot of effort in. I don't think he won a tackle generally, but again, it's not about that. It isn't really about that. It's about the overall achievement of the team. But I'm still always going to be honest about players. And Dessers is one that's took it tight from a lot of media, a lot of fans, a lot of fan media for that matter. We've all said we don't think he's very good, and he's not good enough to play for us. But to do something like that in a massive European game away in Spain, who knows? I want to be proven wrong. I don't want to be correct about him. I don't want to him to be not good enough for Rangers and to have to be moved on. I want him to be superb, because we're lacking options all over the pitch really right now. So for him to get that goal, it's going to do him the world of confidence. It has to do him the world of confidence. It really does. Because it was a tremendous goal, really tremendous goal, and it just shows that there could be a player in there. There really could be a player in there, but it was terrific, really, really good. And then Mr. 6 yard box, Kemar Roof. Kemar Roof he's just an odd guy, isn't he? He's an odd guy because we all know how good he can be. We all know how superb he can be. But does anybody hand on their heart believe that he's going to last the rest of the season without an injury or be out for 4 weeks, 5 weeks? I don't think so, and it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, but it's another reason that you think that he ends up at Rangers, or he's ended up at Rangers. So no, as I say, but again, for him to come on and to get the winning goal, it was just tremendous. I didn't care who scored it, to be honest. I didn't care if it was an own goal or if the pigeon scored it. It didn't really bother me. But yeah, it's a strange thing to go absolutely mental when you know the wee man's sleeping and you know you can't be loud. It's an odd thing to watch because there's just very little noise coming from the mouth, but the arms are going absolutely crazy, and that's very much the way I was last night. And I was exhausted last night, but again, high as a kite. I couldn't sleep last night. And that's what this Rangers team seem to be doing in the Europa League. They've gave me many nights where I've had to sit awake for a long time after a European night. Some of them for bad ones, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to pretend here that all have been superb. But the highs that you get from it for us to competing at this level again, and it's what we all want. Look, we all want to be in the Champions League. We do. The gulf money and clash between the Scottish and the Premier League, and then everywhere else for that matter, and the kind of big five, if you like, it's massive. It is really huge for us to be able to compete there. But the next best thing is the Europa League, and again, we topped that group last night. Well, you can't ask much more. You really can't ask much more after the way that the group stage went. Obviously, Prague did their job in Limassol to make sure they finished second, which means Betis dropped into the Conference League. They'll be disappointed. They'll be massively disappointed. But a touch of class, I think, from Pellegrini to speak about Rangers the way that he did. I thought he handled himself very well. But he's a bit of a class act. He really is a bit of a class act. But yeah, an absolutely incredible night. An absolutely incredible night. So yes, chat, I realised I've ignored you a wee bit. Struthware, you've just joined as a member. I don't even know where it went. There it is there. Sorry, it's green. I know somebody will say, why is it green? I don't know why it's green. I can't get it changed. I've tried. There's no way for it. I've watched most videos trying to get it changed and I can't. I really can't get it changed. But yeah, thank you very much for joining the channel. That's very, very much appreciated. And yes, where are we? I'll try and catch up with you. Yes, definitely. Morgan, shout out to the support in Spain. Absolute class again. The away support was incredible last night. The videos, I'm sure you were all the same, sitting after the game, going through Twitter and whatever else and seeing the fans going absolutely mental. And even from when we scored after we scored the third goal, all you could hear was the Rangers fans. It's all you could hear. They were a class act yet again, absolute class act, and it would been a hell of a night last night in Seville. That is for absolutely sure. Suppose again we're always going to get this flung at us that it's redemption in Seville, and I suppose to a certain extent it is, but it's more. It's not more than that, but it's a completely different kettle of fish. I don't think many of us will really get over what happened in the last time we played in Seville, but for us to go out and do that last night, I think it's a real achievement, and I think it's a real statement of intent of what Clement expects from his team. They laid everything out there, they really did, and it was superb, absolutely superb. Any news on signing Sima? Sima signing? This one for me is a difficult one because I right now would 100% sign him. I think he's a goal every 2 games just now. I think that's what they said last night. For Rangers, which is a fantastic record by any stretch of the imagination. It's a fantastic record to have, and he's in probably the best, the most informed player in the team, if not one of the top 2 at least. And he's very much firing on cylinders, and he just seems to be so composed and ready to take his chance when it comes his way. My only thing is I don't know how much they're going to want for him. Don't know the clause, don't know the insides and outsides of the loan deal. And the better he plays, the more he's going to cost, and that's just the way of the world of football, unfortunately. But I right now, I can't see why Rangers wouldn't be looking into the option. There should surely be negotiations happening, and our new director of football recruitment, or whatever the name of it is, should be very much asking the question, what's it going to take for us to be able to stay here? Because I think he would. I think Seema looks like he's really enjoying his time here. I think you can tell by his social media posts that he's kind of fallen for the club, and that's what you want. That's what you want from players when they come here. You want them to fall in love with the club, and you want them to give everything for us, yes, for the club, yes, and for the manager. And I say again, I'll go back to I can't underestimate how important I think Clement's been, and especially last night, how important it was to just give the players that wee extra bit of belief that they needed, and we managed to get it over the line. So yeah, no, very, 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 very good. Loads of bears spread around the stadium. Yes, there was, absolutely. The picture on Twitter's quite good of the woman like she's sitting in the middle of the Betis fans after Dessler scored, giving it Loudy. Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that one. And yeah, but I'm very much looking forward to moving on to Sunday now. Obviously, we've got a pretty injury list as long as I don't know, as long as you want it to be. There's a lot of people that are injured just now, and it does leave us a wee bit short going into Sunday. But again, I think with last night's results, you have to almost believe to yourself that that's going to give them a right boost. And yes, they've gave it all, and yes, there'll be a few tired legs this morning, but you would like to think that we can just build on that, and they should be feeling 10 feet high. They should be feeling like they can touch the clouds, because it is a really good win for Rangers to beat Betis in Spain. So they should be feeling pretty full of confidence right now, and I would like to think that we can carry that into Sunday, which is it's a huge game. I know we all meet. Last time we were on, Jamie and I spoke about the importance of last night and the importance of Sunday, and we would obviously pick Sunday over Thursday. But when you get nights like that last night, you're like, it's an incredible feeling. But it all kind of starts again now, because we've got to me, it's just a must win. There's not really an excuse or a reason for Rangers not lifting that cup on Sunday. Even with a depleted squad, I expect us to come out firing, and I expect us to put a performance in, and I expect us to win. I expect us to win the cup. I very much do. I think we're all pretty much the same. But I'm buzzing for it. I really can't. I can't wait for it to come around. I really can't wait for it to come around. So before I go any further, and I apologise about this, because this one's going to turn into an advert again, and everybody will have, or DC won't be very happy that I'm doing another advert, but at the end of the day, this is a free podcast, and I've got to pay the bills somehow. So it's time for a word from our sponsors. The season for a fresh cut is finally here with the sponsors of this podcast, Manscaped. The leaders in below the waist grooming have just launched their 5th generation lawnmower to help you avoid another silent night in the bedroom this year. Take care of your South Pole with Manscaped and watch it shine like never before. Get the best stocking filler of all by going to manscaped.com using the code CLUBAT22 for 20% off and free shipping. Mrs. Claus will thank you. Starting with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, this is the crown jewel of the holidays, and dare I say, the best ball trimmer of all time. The electric razor's advanced skin-safe technology is a lifesaver and known for reducing nicks and cuts on your Santa sack. But the fun doesn't stop there. The Manscaped Beard Hedger Pro Kit and the Handyman Electric Face Shaver are a must-buy Christmas gift for all his facial hair needs. Also save the day with the Weed Whacker 2.0 nose and ear hair trimmer. Also, take care of those chestnuts with Manscaped Boxers 2.0 featuring the signature jewel pouch to keep you calm, cool and collected. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code CLUBAT22 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code CLUBAT22. Say ho, ho, ho to a well-groomed mistletoe at Manscaped. Thank you very much to Manscaped for their continued support of this podcast. It is Christmas time coming up. There is some cracking deals on there. Use our code, you'll be supporting our podcast, and you'll make somebody very, very happy. So yes, but thank you to Manscaped. The products are absolutely superb. And yeah, they've been a real support to us, a very, very good support to us, and we're hoping it rolls into 2024 with them as well. So yes, and yeah, the live show, you might win one. You might win a Manscaped bit if you're coming into the raffle. So yes, we'll look at it Sunday a wee bit more detail now. I think Aberdeen are obviously going to be feeling pretty chipper about themselves, and obviously the picture that was roaming about of them already getting their bus selected, kind of shows how they're feeling about things. And obviously they did get a pretty decent result. They got kind of battered. I seen a wee bit of the game just before I was waiting the coverage of our game to start. They got a wee bit battered, to be honest, but they still managed to win the game. The second goal especially was a really tidy goal that the boy scored. I can't remember his name, shocking. But it was a really tidy goal, and it'll be a bit result for them. Ultimately, it means nothing to them, because obviously they're out, and like I said last night, it is Rangers very much holding up the coefficient points for Scotland. Everybody else is all welcome, and yeah, but again, they're going to be fancying it. We always say it's their cup final when they come to play Rangers. This is very much their cup final. This is the cup finals of cup finals of cup finals for them, and they'll be desperate to release DVDs and scarves and t-shirts all about this. But I still think when we go into Sunday, it has to be about us. It has to be about Rangers. It has to be the fact that we've not won this trophy in God knows how long. It has to be all about us. It has to be that team believing that they need to bring back the Rangers Cup. It's what we all know it as. It's what I grew up watching Rangers win over and over and over again. It's been far too long since we've lifted this. And after the the absolute high of last night, and even today, we're still going into it today. It's it's critical for Rangers to win this on Sunday. We have to, and we have to take full advantage of the Justin. Sorry, quickly, it's just been disturbed, but always disturbed. I can't do it because I'll get embarrassed. God bless America, mate. Yeah, because obviously that's Ali's thing. So, but no, Justin, thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate it. Look, the guys will be back. I know it's just me rambling on here tonight. The guys will be back. It's just the way things have happened, unfortunately. So you've just had to be left dealing with me, and because we had to cancel the other week there, I didn't want to do it again. You know what I'm like? I like to be consistent. I like to always have my stuff out at this kind of same time. So I'm kind of getting used to doing it myself, to be honest. It's a weird thing to do. But I know I'm talking to you because I can see you in the comments, but it's still a very strange thing to do. You kind of got to bounce off your own conversation, but it's a it's always a privilege to come on and do it. As I say, it all really is, and I'd never like to let you all down. I really never like to let you all down. Where was I? What was I talking about? Sunday? Yeah, no, just the cup. As I say, it's 2011 since we won that cup, and it's well overdue. We've had too many failed attempts at it. We've had too many times that we've left Hampden in recent years. We've not got there. Obviously, of course, I know we did win the cup, yes. But you don't know what I mean by that. It hasn't been often enough. It hasn't been consistently enough. And this is one riding off the high of last night, even into today. We win that on Sunday. I think it gives you another boost. And what also gives you a boost after that is you've got a chance to close the gap because of your game in hand. It all feeds into each other. It all builds us into this never stopping machine, as Clement would say it. Not momentum, because you mean, like he said, that momentum means something would stop. So I refrain from trying to use that word because I like that mentality. I like the mentality of we'll never stop building momentum. It's going to go forever. It's a machine that will never stop. And it's a very good way to put it. It's the way Rangers are. Rangers should be a juggernaut. We shouldn't be able to be stopped. We should just continue to dominate. And we have to, as much as we all know it. We have to really try and know how hard it is because based on the squad that he's been left with. But we have to try and build a dominant team. And right now, as you say, under Clement, with the mentality change that I think he is having with these players, I think it stands us in good stead for the future. I think he's doing his best to get his mentality over to them. And they say last night is evidence of that for me because there was no giving up. Nobody chucked it. Nobody gave in. They just continued to go no matter what was happening. Even when it looked like it was certain that Betis were going to score, we still just kept going, kept plugging away, kept trying to win our battles, and that's what it's all going to be all about on Sunday: winning your battles. You win your battles out there, it'll be half the match for you, because Aberdeen are struggling right now in the league. They've not been in good form. They're extremely inconsistent under Robson. But they will very much be up for it. Their form will pretty much go out the window. An old cliche, but I think it stands correct here that going into this game for them, they'll not care about their last game. Maybe their last one, obviously against Frankfurt, but even before that, they'll not be caring. They'll just be looking to come and upset us. I don't think, I'm not sitting here for a second, especially with the injury problems that we have, that I think this is going to be an easy game, and I expect Rangers to run out easy winners. I think there'll be moments that it'll be tough for us, and I think more so when the legs start to maybe get a wee bit leggy. But we have to come out from the start fast. I think if we come out at the start fast, get a couple of goals, I think it will knock the stuffing out of Aberdeen. I really do, and I think we could then become pretty comfortable winners in the end. But I think from the start, Rangers need to be on it, and we need to put our game into place and make Aberdeen change their game to match us. Shouldn't be the other way about. We should never be thinking about Aberdeen. How Aberdeen are going to approach the game. It shouldn't be our concern. We're good enough, even with a depleted squad, to beat them. So I'm very much looking forward to the game, and I really hope that we just continue on from where we left off last night, and we just go into this game and absolutely roll over the top of them, absolutely steamroll them. That would be very, very exciting, wouldn't it? But no, I think with the injury problems that we do have, then it's going to be just a case of winning the battles. As you can probably hear, my wee man's not too chuffed at me talking about this, seemingly. But it's going to be a case of just winning battles all over the pitch. If we win individual battles all over the pitch, I think the rest will take care of itself. Don't let them dictate the game. Dictate the game yourself. Control the game. Control the ball. Be clever and take your chances. That's it. Take your chances. Now it's come to the point where I need to try and pick a team. So obviously we know the injury problems, we know the suspension problems as well. We don't know if Cifuentes would have made it. I think I seen somebody in the live chat saying that it was possibly a thigh injury that Cifuentes has got, which is unfortunate for him, but not irrelevant, but probably not relevant to Sunday because he wouldn't have been playing anyway. So my team will be Goldson, Tavernier, not Goldson, Tavernier, Goldson, Butland obviously in goal, Tavernier, Goldson. Difficult one this. I think he might play Balogun. I don't think Davis was tremendous last night, but I thought he was solid enough at points. A bit wasteful in possession a couple of times, but I think it will be. I think Balogun will come back in. I think Barisic will play because I don't think he fancies Yilmaz too much. But I think Barisic will play because I thought he was decent enough last night. I got another one that looked like he'd kind of upped his game and his effort levels. Midfield, a difficult one. I think he'll probably go with Sterling and Lundstram. I think he kind of has to after the performance that Sterling put in last night. I think he deserves a chance to start. And Lundstrom's really the only other option that we have. Again, I don't know if there has been a press conference. I'm not, so apologies if there has been. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody can maybe tell me in the chat if Cantwell is back or not. But for me, Cantwell, if he is, he comes straight back in, plays as a 10. I don't think there's really any negotiating with that there. I think Cantwell comes straight back in. And then the front three would be Sima, Dessers and McCausland. I wouldn't change too much from the way that we done things last night. There's going to be times that we're going to need to look at the bench and hopefully we'll see who's there and hopefully somebody makes a miraculous return. That would be very, very good. And I think players like Kamar Roof could become important. But I think even for Dessers, it's important for him to kick on in this. He could really win a lot of Rangers fans over by performing on Sunday. If he was to get the first, second, winning goal, whatever it may be, but just perform and put as much effort and desire in as you can. And I think Sima's just the guy that we will be looking to hopefully make the difference because he's on fire just now, absolutely on fire just now. So my score prediction will be 3-1 Rangers. Dessers to score first. Because why not? And Sima to score the last one to send us into a bit of a party time. That's what I really hope for anyway. I'm confident enough to think that this Rangers team can go out and do the business on Sunday. I think last night shows that. It doesn't matter depleted squad or not, that we're beginning to build this mentality in our minds that we'll just keep going. And I think the momentum that we do have, I think the real boost of confidence that you must take from a game like last night is going to stand us in good stead for Sunday. And I am very much looking forward to it. Billy, thank you very much, mate. Really do appreciate that. Thanks very much. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, I think somebody asked just a wee minute ago about just before I go. And DC, I'm just warning you right now, this is going to be another bit of an advert, okay? But yes, at the start of the show, I did announce that the big announcement that I was going to make, and it is that we will be live at the Loudon, and you can come see us and everything, actually in person, like you'll be able to actually see us. Not just on a computer screen. But yeah, we'll be at the Loudon on Friday the 19th of January, and we will be we're very excited to be joined by Stevie Clifford from Four Lads Had a Dream, who will be our special guest on the night, and you'll hear a wee bit from him as well, probably in the second half of the show. But yeah, it'll be as usual, lads, and it'll be a bit of a pod at the start, and I say we will be running a raffle as well. If you wish to join, then join the raffle, enter the raffle. Please bring cash because it will be cash only. But yeah, we are very much looking forward to it. Thank you to Loudon for allowing us to do this. Thank you to Stevie for joining us. We're absolutely delighted to have him on board for this, and I think he's just as excited as we are. So very excited. I say tickets will be £7, and it's £1 postage and packaging. The tickets are on sale right now, and the link is in the description for this podcast. I'll put it on the community tab on YouTube, and I will also put it on all our socials after I've finished up here tonight. So if you would like to, please come and see us. It would be very good to see you all, and I hope as many of you can make it as possible, so we're not just standing there talking to nobody. That would be fantastic. So everybody, that will do me for tonight, because it is just me, but I wanted to come on and see you all, check in with you, and also to tell you obviously about the live show. So I very much appreciate you all still tuning in tonight, all your comments. It is hard for me to be able to do both. Same for Justin and Billy for your donations, and I think it was Truth Bill that became a channel member. Very much appreciate that. We will be back on Sunday. It won't just be me, I promise you, it won't just be me. It will be at least Alistair's back on Sunday, so don't worry about that. You'll be able to hear all about his cruise, and hopefully we're very smelly and very happy after the game. I'll speak to you all on Sundays. Before you go, if you could like, subscribe, buy a ticket to the live show, that'd be magic. So I can get the nervousness out there. It looks like there's actually going to be a crowd there. But we'll be back on Sunday after hopefully very much that we are the winners of the cup, and we will see some very happy faces. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you very much enjoy your Sunday, and until the next time, we are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.